What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Mark with the Mic, and this is another Adult Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cycle Inc. I am Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up?
What's up? And I still want tag titles.
Yeah.
We want women tag titles too, just saying.
We aren't the only ones.
Yeah, man. So we got two pay-per-views within the last 2 weeks, one being all women and one being all men.
Interesting. I didn't think of it that way. I didn't think of it that way.
Well, with one woman, and Renee Young, congrats for being the only woman allowed on that trip. Yeah, so we have WWE Evolution. We had to give our review, which was quite more surprising than I thought it would be.
I liked how the what do you call that? The presentation was very, very good.
I liked that it was small scaled. I liked that it. My only gripe with it was the fucking song.
Okay.
That song annoyed the shit out of me because they played the same verse over and over and over and over.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Yeah.
And again, I can get you. Yeah. And it got really annoying. I did like the beginning concert because I really like those Nikki Sticks and the chick from Hailstorm.
Okay.
She does Ember Moon's theme as well.
All right.
She actually did Ember Moon when she fought Asuka.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do remember that.
Yeah. So okay. I forgot her name. I can't think of her name right now. But the girl that was in the guitar, playing the guitar in the middle of the ring, that's Nikki Sixx.
Okay. Cool.
She plays for Alex Cooper's band.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah. So they had a whole female band doing their thing and shit like that. I thought that was dope. You know what? Let's get into Evolution. Evolution was good. It was a good pay-per-view. It was very entertaining. You could see the girls can really do this. I would like to see this more. Maybe 2 yearly ones.
I mean, listen, I was thinking they could do 4 after he gets established. One, for each quarter.
Yeah. I think so too. Like I think nowadays, especially looking at the roster of what they got now, they have a lot of women. And they have and there's a lot of talent there. And there were some dark matches which didn't get to get.
I didn't know about that, dude. I didn't see the match with your girl from the Mae Young.
Yeah, which one?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. So she had a dark match. It was not televised. It was not part of the kickoff. It was not televised.
Can you see that anywhere?
Probably on YouTube, but I didn't see it. But I think she fought. Shit, I forgot who she fought. She fought someone from
yeah. Wait, can I ask you a question? Because you saw what she had on. Didn't she have like a belt? She had a championship replica.
She's the UK champion.
I didn't see. Oh my god, dude! I didn't know she won. I feel so bad now.
She's the UK Women's Champion. But then again, it's UK NXT is not caught up yet.
Wow. So that was technically a spoiler.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see it's on the network, the UK series now. Do they have the women's matches there too?
The UK? Yeah, if it's in the show, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But
cool.
They had not aired. They hadn't not started the tournament yet.
Also, that's gonna be like a few months from now or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, they filmed way back. They're like you can tell by Pete Dunne's facial hair.
Okay, now I understand. It's real different.
But they had 2. I know they had 2 dark matches. I know Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai for the UK title, and I think it was a tag match with the Mae Young girls. I think it was Purrazzo and Martinez versus 2 other chicks. I didn't really get to see who it was. Like there was nothing that really showed it, but I just know there were 2 dark matches.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah,
I got some digging to do. Okay.
Yeah. So WWE Evolution, the women's pay-per-view, it would be funny. It's funny thing is that the PWI countdown came right after this pay-per-view as well.
Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Why not?
Yeah. So we have the Evolution, then the PWI Top 100. So we'll get into the women's stuff first, and then we go to the men's stuff.
Okay.
There we go.
Let me ask you before you start. Did you have a problem? Because the fans talk. So did you have a problem with the build up to this pay-per-view or no?
I think SmackDown overall had a better build up.
Mm-hmm.
So their main event had a stronger story.
Yeah, I
I think
definitely feel
Kari
that.
Sane and NXT. I think every title, like NXT, Mae Young, and SmackDown, all had great builds into this
Okay,
pay per view.
I agree.
Even
I agree.
even SmackDown side of the Battle Royal had a better build than Monday Night Raw's.
Okay, okay.
So that was something I'll give credit to. Monday Night Raw didn't do really good with the promos. I really didn't care about the Ronda Rousey Nikki Bella thing because it was the standard shit that I knew they were going to try to do, and that's the only way you could get them to look at it because you had to go like stabbing into the joking and shit like that. How Alexa Bliss carries a promo, she does it naturally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nikki and Ronda felt like it was forceful,
Got you.
and
But
that's
like,
my big problem with it.
no, but I just mean how WWE handled it overall. Like, you felt that, oh,
Um,
you knew it was coming this entire time. It was like,
yeah.
if you watched the product, you got enough information that well ahead of time, you knew that Evolution was coming, right?
Yeah, and you heard that damn salute song like fucking
Okay, yeah.
50,000 times. So
I'm
yeah.
just trying to get a feel for why people are saying that this was less publicized than Crown Jewel, which I'm trying to go like, are you crazy? How many commercials did you not see? Like almost every other break was the Ronda Rousey thing, and that was
You
the main
know,
thing for Evolution.
you
So
know, I think people just complain. Like,
yeah,
seriously, there's
yeah,
as
I
much
agree.
as what WWE does good, no one will compliment on what it does good. They only will say the things they do bad,
Yeah, I see that. And
and
it's
that's
just
the
like,
hard. That's the way it
and
is.
you
But
want
I
to.
think they go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you want to say something like, what are you talking about?" and try to offer a counterpoint, but it's just like when it's a
Yeah,
mob mentality, it's like you're not gonna win. You're not
yeah,
gonna win.
exactly.
You better just keep the conversation moving and go somewhere else and say something because yeah, trying to hop in the middle of a discussion online is never a good thing.
Especially after the controversy with the Crown Jewel thing, they kind of hush with Crown Jewel for like 3 weeks.
They didn't say where it
Yeah.
was. You if the funny thing is, like when the controversy started, if you were an outside looking in, there was no way to know where the hell it was taking place.
Mm-hmm.
Because they stopped saying Saudi Arabia. They
Yeah,
literally stopped saying that. So
yeah.
yeah.
And then you saw more Evolution commercials, and you saw the women
Mm-hmm.
got more time to build up their pay per view,
Mm-hmm.
and they got more time of it than anything to really build it up. I just feel like some took advantage of it more than the others.
Of course. And then I think somebody mentioned that taking that the what is it, the go home spot, the last slot of the show,
Yeah,
Becky took full advantage of that on SmackDown.
yeah.
Becky and Charlotte. Like that's a big deal to have the
I,
women close out, the main shows. So like, yeah, I'm still just not understanding
okay.
any of the supposed lack of work on WWE's part. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think this is being the first. I think it was really good first, so I could see
Mm-hmm.
them doing it again.
Yeah.
Um, and then the fact that the New York crowd really supported it as well.
Yes. Yeah, they were fucking
Um,
live,
you
man.
know what?
My God.
I'll say this in the beginning of this pay per view: the person that had the biggest pop was Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch, that crowd stood up and fucking cheered.
Yep.
So that shows something that, and then I'll comment on that match later on. Let's start off with our first match. We have Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickey James and Lisa Fox. I'm a little sad that Alexa Bliss couldn't really be in this match, but she was on the side. I love their little Alice in Wonderland get up.
Yeah, yeah. What were the
Yeah,
rest of them? Were they? Oh no, Mickey James was like the Queen of Hearts. You
she's
could see the heart she
Queen
had.
of Hearts. Alexa was Alice, and
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Fox was the rabbit,
Oh shit, I didn't. Oh, she had ears, didn't she?
and she had the clock.
Wow, that flew right over my head.
Yeah, like honestly I did not know at first, and I was trying to think of what they were, and then I was looking at Mickey's
Well,
heart, the
you
heart.
got an earful from Michael Cole about Alice in Wonderland
Yeah,
because he did mention it by name, but
yeah,
the other two, nobody said anything.
yeah. But I thought it was pretty dope. Alexa looked great. I just wish she wrestled in this match. I think the fact that how she was promoting, I think Alexa really carried this rivalry.
Mhm.
She did
Yeah.
an amazing promo. She got everyone like interested in this match, and this is something to credit to her. and when we go to PWI, this is something I will talk about her, is the fact that she makes you want to see what's going to happen. You want to see her get her ass kicked.
Yeah.
And she does. You know what? She's right now the female Miz in the way.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And it's the thing I like about her is that her character is allowed to back it up in the ring in her own way because she'll cheat. You know what I'm saying? But she's so good at it, and that's why she stays champ, like the Miz.
Yeah, exactly. This match, I just felt it was. Alicia Fox had to take the spot of Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss still going through the concussion protocol.
Okay.
So she couldn't do anything like really heavy. She only did one little thing in the match that she knocked someone off the top rope, but she couldn't really physically get into it.
Makes a lot of sense.
One thing I will say about this match, and I give my hat and I give so much credit to Mickie James, that she carried the shit out of both these girls.
Well, see, I would disagree. Only that I don't think Trish needed many carrying. She was pretty all right. She surprised me with her agility.
Right. So Lita,
she looked a little slow, and a little lost at points. But it wasn't anywhere near as bad as that battle royal when they were both in there.
So my thing of her carrying the match, there was times that Mickie James caught Trish when she was supposed to do something and she went the wrong way, and Mickie James adjusted it, and you didn't even notice it.
Oh, well, okay. There you go.
Those are things that, like, I mean, like, Mickie James was a true ring general, especially for the girls that have not touched the ring in such a long time. For her to really push them and to keep them going, especially with Lita in the ring, I give like a lot of credit to Mickie James and her professionalism into this match, because she busted her ass to make them look good. Because Alicia Fox did her thing too, but Alicia Fox is sloppy at times.
But how'd you feel during this match? Like, what specific things was she doing that was a little off? Because she didn't have really much of an impact for me. Like in the match, she was just kind of a body. I don't want to say that, but it's like she was just doing standard stuff. She was standard through all the way through.
Yeah, that was her job. Her job was just to be the standard person. I think Mickie James was the one to be the safeguard for them. Because again, they all had chemistry. They all wrestled each other. They all know each other's movements and stuff like that. And I think Mickie James, being the veteran she is and how long she's been wrestling them, I think it was perfect fit for that match. That's the reason why she was in it.
Okay.
In the first place. Cool. Lita in the ring, please no. Stop it, please.
What's interesting? Yeah. Unfortunately, this guy's alarm doesn't agree, but I thought the match the night after was better with Lita and Trish.
Yeah.
What was a 5-woman match, the type match? I thought their moves and stuff in that match were actually better than they were at Evolution.
I agree with that. But then again, also you had the likes of Ruby Riott and stuff like that helping them.
No, I understand, but like there was like a point in that Evolution match where Lita like looked a little lost.
Yeah.
To me, like there was like a specific thing towards the beginning, and it was like, but she didn't nearly kill herself or anyone else, which I appreciated during the match. But like on Monday, she looked a little more
alive.
Like no, like she was up to speed. Like how it's been a long fucking time, man. So it looked like she was, at least back in step and looked better in that environment. So I was like, oh, that's just okay. I see the groove. She got back in the groove the night after. You know what I'm saying?
Her moves looked better on Monday Night Raw. The backflip,
the confidence was back.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So I can see that.
But no, I don't want to watch her wrestle again. Rating this match, I'll give it a 3.
Okay, I would give it a 3.5. Actually, it was actually a pretty fun match for me.
I give it a 3. Just the fact that I just felt like it ran too long.
Okay, I could definitely see that. It was only a 3-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah. So I felt like this match could have got 5 minutes taken away and added it to the Mae Young Classic match.
I guess so, but I actually like the Mae Young Classic match as was. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that's one of my favorite matches. It's just that I felt like 5 more minutes of that match could have been stronger.
I mean, that's how you feel.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the only thing that kind of judged my match. That match was the fact that it was just long. It felt long, and that was my big thing.
Gotcha.
Like it came to a point that I was like, "Is this match still going?" All right, match number 2. Nia Jax wins the Battle Royal. This is the Women's Battle Royal, and she has Women's Championship match.
Again, it was way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually more fun than the Royal Rumble. I mean, minus Sasha being a jerk like she was in that match. I kind of enjoyed that. But like I said, this was everybody did their part. The legends did their part. You know, there was like I'll call it out because it was vivid in my mind, the spot where Ivory, like somebody took too long to knock her off the post, so it just looked a little awkward. But that was about it for me. Like there wasn't anybody falling on their heads and standing around looking too stupid. You know what I mean? Like the standard Battle Royal thing where you look at them and like, oh, what is he doing over there? So it wasn't much of that.
It was fun. It was a really fun match. The Legends, they did their part. I like the fact that everyone got an entrance.
Yes. That actually does make a little bit of a difference since they're not waiting. It's not the time thing every 3 minutes. Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah, because Luigi Battle Royals, they just let them all in the ring and then they go. They don't. No one. Again, maybe the top 5 people got an entrance. So the fact that everyone got an entrance and everyone got a chance to come out, like Alundra Blaze got to come out and things like that. I was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like the whole thing with the Legends. They eliminated a bunch of the new girls, and then you see the 2 generations about to face off. I thought that was cool. I love the Iconics.
Yes, that was a perfect opening to that match. Yeah. I agree.
I love the whole Iconics, and they do the superhero pose. They becoming some of my favorite heels in the show, and I'm really liking where they're going with their characters.
And then their own thing. They're their own unique type of heel. They're not standard. They're not just, oh, we're gonna stab you in the back. No, we're just gonna make you laugh and hate us at the same time.
And one thing they didn't do, and I'm actually was surprised they didn't do, is that they didn't jump the big girls.
Well, shit. I think they tried to get Nia, and that didn't work. That's about it.
And that was the only time they did.
And they left Tamina, and you saw what happened. The 2 Samoans went crazy, and they took. I like that spot. I like that that part. It was like, all right, she's showing some fire, and hey, you remember she still works there? Yeah, she's back because I think she was hurt, right? So yeah, I mean, good return for her.
And they also did a little tribute to Roman.
Yes, they did. But the thing I don't like was that they had to do the thing where they didn't cooperate till the end.
Yeah,
the face off. It ended up, Nia ended up knocking her down. I'm like, oh, man, it would have been better if you 2 would have cleaned house a little bit.
I was actually looking. I really wanted Zelina Vega to win.
Me too. That was a very, very smart way to play it.
Yeah,
people doing that now are getting better at doing it, so it doesn't seem overplayed.
But also they played homage to China with that whole spot as well.
Really?
Yeah. Remember when and it was actually to Ivory as well.
Really?
Remember when the gorilla press slammed her out the ring?
No.
Yeah.
She gorilla pressed Ivory out the ring?
Yeah.
Wow. That was like a Battle Royal thing?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Back in their match when she was part of the Right to Censors, China did the same thing. She freaking left her gorilla press slammed her outside the ring.
Oh wow. Shit. It's been a while.
So yeah, it was cool. It was a fun Battle Royal. I say this was a really fun Battle Royal. Everyone got their time to shine. I did like the fast break.
I'm only gonna bitch about 2 things really. Asuka didn't win, and Asuka didn't win. That's it.
I did like the Ember Moon Asuka showdown,
but I think Asuka should have still won.
Yeah,
because that's the thing. They have a history, but it's always that Asuka keeps beating her. She can't quite get her.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have gave it to her yet.
Yeah.
I think like soon one of them needs to be on the other one's show again.
I think they just fucked up on Asuka.
I believe so as well.
Yeah.
She would have been, oh my God.
She still should have been undefeated.
Asuka versus Becky should be a thing.
I think that's going to happen. I think that is going to happen.
Forget about Ronda. Asuka versus Becky is what I want to see.
Okay. So where you give the Battle Royal?
I give it a 4.
I give it a
I
4
was
too.
thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it. I didn't tune out. And I watched the whole thing.
All right, next match, Mae Young Classic Final. Tony Storm versus Io Shirai. The winner is the Mae Young Classic champion.
Damn, dude, this was my match of the night
Yeah,
for real. Yeah, it was
this is
real
tied. This is
because
tied.
something like as much as I like Becky Charlotte, and don't get me wrong, that was an amazing match. But and I'm just going to spoil it now. They're both a 4 or 5 for me. They weren't perfect,
Yeah,
but they were like as good as they were going to get for the types of matches they were.
yeah,
But just this one, like, god damn.
they're
Like,
brutal.
Tony Storm she is a badass motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
Like, good on her.
yeah. God damn, Scott Steiner wants to likes the
He's
ladies.
so angry.
He likes the ladies.
He'll let you know that. The big bad booty daddy.
There was a lot of crazy spots. That German suplex on the apron on the hardest part of the ring.
She damn near killed her with that German inside the ring though. Before that, like I thought she was done after that. Shit.
Yeah. My only gripe, one thing I liked about this match, I just wish it was slightly longer, and that's my only gripe with this thing, because the way they started off like nice and slow, but they started like more technical slow, and they built this match really good. It was really good finals. I just wish I had a little bit more time. That's my only complaint about this match. I just wanted more. So yeah, 4.5.
I definitely against the match length because I don't know. It's just I wasn't going into it thinking that it was gonna be like stifled in any way. I felt like, yeah, they're gonna give this the respect it deserves. So I went in with that mindset anyway. So I didn't think about it. But thinking about what you're saying about the time, I'm like, yeah, it could have been damn near could have been a perfect match if they gave it 5 more minutes.
Yep.
You know. So but that said, what I did see was like the best pure wrestling match that night. No tables, ladders, and chairs, no outside stuff involved. That was the best wrestling match that night.
Yes. And congratulations to Tony Storm.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. She earned it. Like
that even that backflip Io Shirai did outside the ring, that shit looked beautiful.
It was crisp. Shit was on point.
All right, next match: Sasha Banks, Bailey, and Natty versus the Riot Squad.
I would say, and this match wasn't bad, but not as fun as the Lita and Trish match for me. It wasn't as fun. Like it could have been like crazy with the Riot Squad, but it was just like a standard ass tag match. It wasn't special at all.
Nothing special. A lot of like bad mistakes, that visually mistakes.
Oh my god, fucking Sasha! Stop jumping out of the ring until you can do. Oh my god, yo, they had to catch her.
Yeah.
When she did that, what was a sunset flip over?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
And they had to catch her, and then thank goodness the Riot Squad is as good as they are to turn it into something within an acceptable time, because that could have looked awkward as shit. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't that great of a match. It wasn't special, so
give it a 3.
Yeah, I would as well.
Actually, no, like a 2. You know what, 2.5, because it was
really.
It was a lot of like bad mess ups, and like in little ways that just throw you off the match. Like the whole,
I can see it 2.5. I can see it.
So like Sasha Banks, that whole that flip dive, like,
yeah, man,
do it better. Be more smarter with that. Do it from the top rope. You feel like you can't jump over the damn rope.
My thing about that is isn't she like 0 for like 5 or something with diving out of the ring? Like, remember what Asuka, like she had to cover that up because Asuka did not kick her before she came out the ring. She flopped and then Asuka kicked her, and it was like, ooh, that looked disgusting.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they gotta be more smarter in that sense. So again, 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? One person I'll give a lot of credit to, Bailey, fucking actually was really good in this match.
She was very good. She was good, but like, and I wouldn't take points away from the Riot Squad. That's why I give it a 3, because like the Riot Squad was just they were good. They were on point, but it wasn't special.
Yeah. All right. Next match: Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane, but an NXT Women's Championship match.
Yeah, I like this match as well.
This match was strong. Good back and forth between the two. The fact that Baszler won with interference, I was fine with, because now they might be building up for female war games.
Wow, didn't think about
So,
that.
so there's a chance you might see Baszler and her two people versus Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, and Tony Storm.
Wow.
So
Okay. Well,
maybe,
see, knowing now that it's just a setup for something bigger, I can see it, but that was the one thing that distracted me from the match.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't rate it as high. I was like, the outside shit. Come on.
Yeah, I really want Kairi Sane to keep the title because I want to see Kairi Sane versus Tony Storm.
Yeah, me too. Also, but
Again, I've seen it before and it was amazing. Let's see it again.
you're right. You're right. But the thing is, it's just that the reason I didn't like it was because it almost seemed like forced. Like Sheena hasn't had any outside interference stuff this entire time.
All of a sudden she needs it now.
Or just all of a sudden it's a fact because mind you, she didn't. It wasn't like a horsewoman thing where they came out together and it was all rah 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 rah. It was just they went to the side. She got hit in the face, and they had to have the two girls come up and interfere. It just felt like this is not
Yeah.
So that's that. I'll take points off for that. So I would give this match a 4. But other than that, I like the match though. It was really good.
Give the match a 4 too. I really like Kairi Sane, so anything she does is freaking. She looks so powerful of being so small.
She's so resilient, and then the way she powers up almost.
Yeah.
After getting her ass kicked, is one of the things I like about her. Like the way she does it. It's like the way she screams, like like she's fucking about to murder you. Like,
one thing I give Kairi Sane a lot of credit. She's a good seller,
and she's so tiny. But she makes it look
believable.
Like big, though. She makes it look big, like wrestling big. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She sells the leg, she sells the arm, not like Nakamura looking at you.
Don't sell them legs. His legs are a 10. You can't damage them easy. You have to hit him in the leg with a kendo stick to damage his legs. You can't just beat him up.
That just makes it like a darker shade of green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Only Rusev has the power to hurt Nakamura's legs.
Yeah. But I give them credit. Give it a 4. It was a decent match. It's just the interference kind of I agree with you with that. Next match, I think this was my match of the night just because they just beat the shit out of each other.
Okay.
SmackDown Women's Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. This match should have closed out.
I believe so. The carnage left behind definitely says, hey, man, we don't want to have to clean this up before somebody else comes out there.
So I say the reason why I say this match should have closed out because the crowd was dead after this match. You had the cheers for Ronda and Nikki, but it wasn't as intense as the Becky and Charlotte match.
I see what you're saying. Like not during the match, though. Definitely not during.
No.
They were on the edge of their seats during this Becky and Charlotte match.
Exactly. So by the time you close out with that is the fact that by the time this match was done, people are tired. They're like, oh shit, this is one more match, really?
Definitely can see that, but I think it was a wasted opportunity. Period.
I think this was a great match for the both of them. I think this was probably one up there. They worked really safe, and you could tell they were safe, but they tried their best to bring the carnage, and I applaud them for it.
They did everything except hit each other in the head with chairs.
Yeah,
good on them. Good on them.
Which they can't.
Innovative offense from Charlotte with the ladder and the legs. That was actually pretty cool. All right, this is something I've never seen. I'm sure somebody in some other federation has done it, but I've never seen it. Just god damn, Becky just knows how to put on the I'm fucking you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She fucking powered up, she threw a table off the apron, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, this was my match of the night. I give this a 4.75.
Yeah, I would give it a 4 or 5 like the other one, but the other one again just edges it out as match of the night. But this was still goddamn. If I can only show somebody the Mae Young Classic final and this match and go that was Evolution, I think you could impress anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get one pure wrestling match and one match where anything goes, right? So sorry, there you go.
All right. So next match in the main event, Raw Women's Championship match, Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. You could go first with this one. I don't have a lot of good things to say about this.
Like I said, I don't think as a wrestler, Ronda's near ready, and it shows, and it's one of those things, like, I think is the difference between a character, like, because of the comparisons to Brock, but I would go even to Shayna Baszler, is that these other two have adapted to being a wrestler, and unfortunately, because of who she is, but just because she hasn't been trained as long, like, regardless of how long they tell you she's been training, she hasn't been a wrestler for anywhere near as long as any of these people, and it always shows. It always just looks like this martial artist is in there beating up these wrestlers.
Yeah.
And it's like she when she sells, it's super exaggerated. Although they don't fucking pull punches when they slam her into the post, because there's a few times I thought her head should have been busted open, but like, that's the Bellas and they're wrestlers.
Yeah.
So they know how to get that thing done where they can't beat you. And that's the main reason I like the match. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but what I said the last podcast, they did. This whole match was Nikki and Brie, and so for that alone, I would just give it a 3.
A lot of gripes with the match, it was just really sloppy and kind of dangerous to the person that's wrestling with them. You have Nikki Bella that just came off of a neck injury, and you drop her in the head 3 times on purpose.
No bueno.
Doesn't show much of a it doesn't show a lot of like care in the ring. She needs to really stop forcing these moves out because they just look ugly.
Yeah, that's what I was. It looks like a martial artist just beating up on a person who's playing a role, and it's like, you're both playing a role. Forget that we know this really hurts. We get it.
Yeah.
We hear it all the time. You jumping around, getting thrown around, it's like being in a car accident. We understand that. Yeah. But you're in there beating them up and putting them through the car accident part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know better yet. I just, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel good to me. It never feels good to me.
And I think one thing I just really hate what WWE is doing with her. Like, they really force feeding you Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they need to say her name all the damn time, and
they need to cut. They need to cut matches that are nothing to do with Ronda Rousey to show you Ronda Rousey. I hate that.
And it's really starting to piss me off. It's really getting to a point that, like, anything that she's in, I just don't want.
Like, why are you cutting a tag team match to show me Ronda Rousey?
Exactly.
Huh? Why are you cutting a cruiserweight match to show me Ronda Rousey? What? The fuck is that? Like,
it's getting really bad, and it's just really not fun. Like, I don't like her in that sense. I was never a fan of her before this. So, because she's a big hypocrite. And she goes against what she says, like that.
Okay.
She's like, oh, I believe in women's rights and like that, but she's with a known woman beater that was in jail for it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's like little stupid shit, like hypocritical shit, and it's just like, you're so full of shit sometimes. But it goes to show, like, she needs a lot of work. She needs a lot of work in the ring. And I think they gave the title too fast, and everything she's saying that she wanted to do is just pretty much went the opposite way.
If this had been a Goldberg situation where she won the belt, and then quickly lost it and receded to just being a wrestler, I wouldn't feel bad. Even if she still got mad attention, I wouldn't feel bad if she didn't have the belt.
Yeah.
This is starting to turn into a Brock Lesnar situation, just in a totally different light. It was like, he was unworthy because he wasn't there. She's unworthy because she's not quite a wrestler yet, and yet she's the champ.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
And she has not paid her dues. She has not earned that spot yet. As much as people like I was backstage, like, oh, she's doing stop lying to her.
It's time. Regardless of what she's doing, that doesn't equal the time, the years that you guys have put in. You guys and girls have put in. It's not the same. That's the thing that bothers me. It's not like she's been on the indies and she just showed up and she was in UFC. No, she was only in UFC, and then she came and started going, okay, I should train this and learn the moves and stuff. But she hasn't been a wrestler.
Yeah.
It's not like she was a performance center from the ground up girl.
No.
if that was the case, you would see a difference.
Yeah.
And that's, you could tell. So she's not one of those. She's still learning, and it's not equal. It's not equal. She's putting her in there with these pros that's been in there, regardless of how you feel about the Bella twins. They've still done their time as wrestlers first, and yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah, and I didn't really care for this whole like rivalry anyway. So I was like, it's just gonna be a blowback. I was kind of hoping Nikki Bella win it.
Yeah, me
to be
too.
honest with you.
Me too. Just to do what I just said.
Yeah.
Put an end to this, and then put Rana, as the hungry but still getting spotlight, but she's not the champ.
Exactly.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I give this a 2.5.
Yeah, like I said, I gave my points already. They gave it a 3, but like it was all Bella's for me.
Yeah,
they did what they did what I wanted, and I couldn't complain on their end. That's it.
Okay, that works. But yeah, that's the WWE Evolution. Again, congrats to the girls who really actually it was an entertaining pay per view. I just didn't like the main event. Overall, good.
I would give it a
show.
4. Damn it, 4.5 for that Becky match.
Yeah. Fun battle royal, fun matches, really great title match, really good tournament match. You had a pure wrestling match. You had a crazy hardcore match. So you had a little bit of everything in this pay per view. So WWE, look at your women. Let Triple H book the next one,
please. And, was he the driving force behind this?
No,
really.
This man was behind it. Well, this man and some people. Triple H didn't have control of the booking.
Well, okay. Well, good. Well, see, credit to Vince because he made the decisions presentation wise that made this just feel different.
Yeah. So one thing I give, like again, like it was a fun pay per view, so definitely check it out. I think we should go right into Crown Jewel, then we talk about the PW.
Sure.
So Crown Jewel. Before we get into the full Crown Jewel, if you actually heard it on the news, it was everywhere. Daniel Bryan and John Cena kind of said they're not going to do the match over there.
Oh, okay. Did it officially come out that they said something, or it was just like rumbling?
No, they refused to wrestle the Crown Jewel after what happened in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, because I did see that John Cena ended up having some type of prior engagement.
And then
he made the decision. I'm out.
I know Daniel Bryan's was based on how Sami Zayn was treated last time.
Oh, really? What happened with him? When he went over.
He didn't go.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, so that was something that he didn't want to do it.
Okay.
So, but him not wanting to do it was great for us because on SmackDown we got that WWE title match, first match of the week, first match of the night, and it was a WWE title match.
Ooh, they gave him time too, though.
Yeah, and they had a lot of time. They kicked each other's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. I can't wait. I want to see this match like a WrestleMania match. I really want this to be the light of like, yes, they wrestle and they can fucking make a story. Let them do it because I think those two are right now the best things on SmackDown right now.
They're damn near the best things in the entire company.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So that was one thing good out of the Crown Jewel. It was the fact that we got Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles at SmackDown.
But they half-ass getting rid of Cena.
Yeah.
By just sticking Lashley in there. Just hey man.
So there was a kickoff match. If you did catch the kickoff show, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev.
Yep.
For the U.S. title. At least Nakamura did defend his U.S. title.
Rusev got a match. All right.
It was a fun match, and you know what? It was genius how he won.
Yes, dude. I still love Nakamura, even though he don't sell the leg. I love Nakamura.
All right. So one thing I give him credit, it was genius that he did the whole headbutt.
Mm-hmm. And the ref couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And he played it like he hurt himself. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was cool. I actually liked the match. I thought they had a really good match. I gave this match a 4 because I actually enjoyed the match.
I gave it a 4. I would give it a 4.5 for the Shinsuke something at the end. But the thing I liked the most about it was that Rusev, not only did he give him a hell of a match, there was more than one point where you could feel like, oh shit, Rusev might beat him. Yeah. And that's what I come to wrestling for, not the predictable match. Like, oh shit, the other guy might win. Yeah. And that's what happens. And so good on him.
Yeah. So we're gonna kick off the pay-per-view. This pay-per-view just felt really long.
Okay. Now I didn't see the entire thing, so I'm missing the last two matches. Is the Triple H match the last match?
Yeah.
So that's the only match I didn't see.
Yeah.
We just saw Brock's today, so that's where I'm at.
All right, so I'll kick off the match. The first four matches were pretty much the World Cup tournament thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You had Rey Mysterio defeating Randy Orton, which was a solid.
Yeah, that was a pretty good match. I agree.
Solid match. Miz versus Jeff Hardy, which was a solid match as well. Seth versus Bobby Lashley, and Dolph Ziggler versus Kurt Angle.
I like the Bobby match wasn't that long, but I'm feeling him more as a wrestler, as this aggressive Bobby Lashley, not saying anything and smiling all the time.
Yeah.
So that was actually a pretty good match between him and Seth. Leo Rush is whatever. You gotta start saying different stuff.
Ziggler versus Angle. What you thought about that?
I thought that was a really good match.
Yeah.
Even though it's old man Angle, I thought it was still a really good match. I would get that match a 4.
4.
I like both the guys involved, and you got that. This kind of makes me sad, like legitimately sad. They gave you that first opening 5 minutes. That super reminded me of Angle and Benoit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't old Angle, and so the old school. It was old Angle, yeah. So it kind of made me sad. I was like, oh man, I know if this was like 10 years ago, that would have been a real fucking scramble. Like, yeah, so that was the only thing I didn't like about that match.
So I'll give Ziggler Angle, I'll give that a 4. That was actually a fun match. Rollins and Lashley, I give it a 3.5 because it was just short. Miz and Hardy, I'll give it 3 just because it felt like a SmackDown.
That felt not special at all.
Yeah, and then Orton versus Mysterio, I think they did a good selling of injuries and stuff like that. So I'll give that one a 4 as well.
I'll give it a 4. Also, I like that Randy's so big compared to Rey Mysterio, and he worked so well with him. Like that was really like at the end when he caught his legs, it didn't seem out of place.
Yeah,
he reversed the 619 into the DDT. I was like, that was awesome. Holy shit! Like he drop kicked him out of the air. Like there's just some things in that match that can't be understated. Randy's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
like as much as we love Rey, we know he's the man. But Randy's fucking amazing. So
SmackDown Tag Team Championship match: The Bar versus the New Day. Kick-ass entrance by the New Day coming on the red carpet. That was actually cool. Solid match. They guys worked together. It was a solid match, but again, we've been seeing this a lot lately that they just been repeating matches, but at least they shows things when they do these things. So I guess it's a 4.
Shout outs to Kofi though. How he got that like almost 1 minute like dance solo, fucking him and Xavier Woods.
Yeah,
like only Kofi could pull that shit off. That shit was dope. And then he drop kicked him in the face when Cesaro tried to get him. Like, go ahead, Kofi, man. Fucking what a legend.
That was a really fun match. I enjoyed the rivalry. I'm enjoying this whole thing with Big Show. I'm waiting the day that Biggie like belly to belly is Big Show.
I just want to see the match. Yeah. I want to see Kofi. I want to see Kofi Big Show too. Come on.
But I enjoyed this match. I gave it a 4.
Me too. It was hella fun.
You know what? I think everything before AJ Styles, Samoa Joe was good, and then the rest was
Okay.
Then you got Miz versus Rey Mysterio and Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins for the semifinals. But again, another 2 good matches. I was surprised with the winners of both.
Yeah, me too. I didn't expect Dolph to go that far.
Yeah, it was a heel versus heel too, which I was like, oh wow, they're doing that. But I gave Mysterio Miz. I gave that one. I gave them a 3.75. It was a fun match.
Yeah, I would give it a 3.5. It wasn't as good as Mysterio Randy.
Yeah,
but it was still a good match. But like, go ahead.
And the Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins was a great match. I'll give that a 4 as well.
Always. God damn, man. This is what like the 6th match they had. No exaggeration, but like they still tear it down when they wrestle. Like
match number 500.
Oh, that was a joke. I did see. I did see that.
Yeah.
For real? They haven't 400 or 500 times, have they?
It feels like it. It feels like I see them fight each other every week.
I know. Secretly, they do.
Next match, WWE Championship match: AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
Not their best one. I think the last pay-per-view was a better match, but still to me, this was actually pretty good. Like I was watching it earlier this morning, so I have a fresh take on it. And like there was some stuff during that match. I was like, damn, Joe, AJ needs to be careful because he's one of those people that will sell your shit like he died.
Yeah.
And he damn near threw his head into the table.
Yeah.
Like you can see when Joe hits him, he you know how physics works. The man's body is not supposed to fly like that. Yeah. So that's AJ bumping like a boss. But god damn.
Yeah. So, fun match.
Yeah, definitely.
Very aggressive. I give this a 4.5.
I'll give it a 4. Like I said, I still think the previous pay-per-view match was better, but like it's still a fun ass match. I wish Joe wasn't, wrestling injured or whatever. I want him to be the champ, man.
Yeah, God, me too. I thought this would be the time.
Me too.
I thought he was going to take. I swear, I thought Joe was going to win the title tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I give this a 4 as well. Like just really thinking about it. Yeah, there was some things that could have been better in this match. Again, I wanted Joe to win. I was like, all right, I'm fine with Joe taking the belt now.
Yes. Yeah.
Next match. This is where the pay-per-view goes to doo-doo.
Go ahead.
Universal Championship match: Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Brock Lesnar this was just a really fast match and just a beatdown to Strowman.
Yeah, I don't like it as a Strowman fan, but this was far from the worst Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like I would give it a 3. I was gonna say to you, the only thing I really noticed though was I see Brock is in better shape.
Yeah.
He looked tightened up. He didn't look like old manish as he's been looking in the past few pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Like he kind of looked young. He looked maybe like 5 years younger. I'm not gonna lie. He might be on that. He might be on that juice. I'm not.
The match was okay. I just don't want to see freaking Lesnar with the title again.
I mean, after the air has been, it's after the problem with Brock has been put out in the air, and both Heyman and WWE have come to terms with the fact that we know he's not there. I wonder what the plan is. That's my only thing. What's the plan now?
I'm hoping that he loses it before Survivor Series.
I just want fucking Strowman to get the belt. That's all I really want. Like I'm not gonna sit around and whine about it, but like if anybody deserved at this point, I think has earned at least for a month or two to be Universal Champ. I think it's been Strowman. He's been pretty entertaining and pretty solid this entire time. And he came from what could have been like doo-doo, because remember, he was just that tall guy that was a part of Bray Wyatt's faction, and he
was a rosebud.
And he was also a rosebud, he was a full-grown rose. I don't know what they were trying to say. But the man came from obscurity, and then he came from a position where he was nobody that talked, and then he opened his mouth, and it's like, whoa, he sounds kind of cool. He doesn't sound like. I mean, you know what? He's overdone that, just a little bit. But like, they put him in the amazing situations. They Roman tried to kill him. He tried to kill Roman. It was good. And then now neither one of them has the belt. Fucking life sucks, man.
Roman, we miss you already.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I gave it a 3.
I agree.
So it was Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Miz got hurt in the middle of the match, and Shane McMahon decided to put himself in the match, and it was Shane McMahon versus Dolph Ziggler.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
I didn't really care for it.
I like it. Why not?
I just was like, why didn't you just give it to the Miz?
I have no idea, but I kind of like it. If he's gonna be a dick, okay, I'll take it.
You know how much bragging rights the Miz would have had if he would have won that?
It would have been a perfect thing, but I honestly think Daniel Bryan not being there probably like derailed that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I think it's like he probably would have used that to stick it in Daniel Bryan's face.
Yeah.
But it would have been better if Daniel Bryan was there to stick it in his face.
Yeah. So Shane McMahon won the World Cup. I don't care.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what they do.
The match wasn't bad. Decision.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was just. I just think the decision was dumb.
I would just say, like, again, this is them flexing their, oh yeah, we're still a fucking storytelling company. So all right, whatever. Let's see what you guys can do. Come up with on Monday, or I mean on Tuesday.
And last but not least, the main event: Triple H, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker and Kane.
Oh no, I just saw the moment that Triple H got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like just
this
now.
This match, for all in all, it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that Triple H had NXT all over him.
Oh really?
On his vest, he had NXT on the sign that's on the back. It said NXT.
Ah, okay. So he's working hard. All right.
Yeah, I was happy about that. Shawn Michaels is still go.
Definitely.
He looked really good.
Mind you, he had to carry the match after Triple H fucking lost one arm, basically.
Yeah. He still looked really good in the match. It felt like he didn't lose much of a step. It's a little slower, that's about it, but he hasn't lost much of a step. But it was nice seeing. It was good, right? It was an okay match. It's just, again, I'm just tired of seeing the old people wrestle. But I understand why.
No. I understand. I would say, as I haven't seen the entire thing, but I've seen, pretty much most of it. Like you said, it was a standard. It wasn't worse than the other match that Triple H had.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, knowing the circumstances of the match is kind of rough. To see him have to fight with one arm.
Yeah.
That's rough. Also, Kane was a little sloppy. Kane clearly missed like a few things. He missed like some slaps early on. It was just comical. Like, all right, whatever.
Kane is a mayor now.
He lost his focus, is what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
He's worried about his constituents.
Exactly. The taxpayers' money. Yeah, I give this match a 3. It was an okay match. It was entertaining for the most part, but it was okay. It was nothing special.
Yeah.
Overall, I say Evolution was the better pay-per-view.
I could definitely agree with that.
It was more exciting, It was just more exciting, more lighter-hearted, and more exciting to watch.
It didn't have a negative cloud hanging over it.
Yeah, and this had a big negative cloud on it. So yeah, that's the pay-per-view.
But on that whole point, I again, they could have not done it there, and I'm not gonna say it was a good or bad decision on them. The consequences are what they are. But number one is like, well, it's better to not have just ditched them, because that would just make them look a little worse in the eyes of anybody who wants to do business with them.
Yeah.
Because as much as you want to, just get mad at WWE, but like, no, guys, this is legitimately an opportunity to do a thing. So why not?
Yeah.
Don't waste it. There's only one lifetime. You can say, oh, you could try again in like 10 years when then there's a new Prince. We might not have events for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take the opportunity.
Yeah, and for the most part, it again, it's showing that it's a worldwide company, not just American company. They do shows everywhere.
Yeah, they do.
So that's something that I give it credit as well.
Mm-hmm.
Highlights: NXT was great. 205 was great.
Yeah, NXT was actually really fun, and 205. Can't wait. We got it.
Yep.
It's coming up. That championship match.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be so good. And you know what? Listen, I was giving Tony Nese some shit. He stepped up. Because he wasn't doing too good after that Battle Royal. You remember I told him, like, it looked like they were giving him the green light.
Yeah.
And that Battle Royal situation they had, the 6-man, I think it was, last week, was looking kind of funky. This week, dude was on point.
Yeah.
On point. Him and Mustafa tore down.
Yep.
Had I not seen, because, well, no. Technically, it was last week. I mean, it's the same week if you count Sunday, but like, that would be one of my matches of the week, definitely.
Yeah. It was a fun match. Lucha House Party is now part of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, good on them. See, they understand. If you want to get tag championships, let's jump ship.
Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to just relaunch the tag division. So bringing Lucha House Party up, showing them more tag teams on TV because I think the tag team titles are going to be vacant after Monday.
I think that's a wasted opportunity. You could
I
find something interesting to do with that.
honestly, I'm fine with it being vacant because it gets a chance to restart that tag division.
But I think that means we have to wait another week till somebody wins.
Because no, you just build a tournament. You can easily build a
But
tournament.
they can't. Then I don't have faith in them to do it all in one show.
No, they're gonna do it all in one show. It's gonna be within the weeks until Survivor Series. Well, Survivor Series is gonna be Raw versus SmackDown Tag Champs.
But see, no, that's the thing. I don't have faith in Raw to do a long, drawn out storyline.
Yeah.
They've lost my faith this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I understand your idea, and I think it's good, but this is Raw we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't be in this situation in the first place because the tag team division should be established and strong again already.
Yeah.
So,
because if they keep it the way they have it now, you're not going to see the titles defended at all.
it's just like I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. It's just like that situation. I don't think they have enough teams to go until the pay-per-view to make it like interesting. I don't think that's the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, like, how many? Do you remember how many like are actually established on Raw?
You have APA, you have Revival, you have now Lucha House Party.
Okay, that's 10.
Yeah, McIntyre and Ziggler as if they're still tag teaming together.
That's true. That's 4.
Yeah,
you already said the Revival.
Ascension.
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah, Bobby Roode and Gable.
I'm gonna boo that one. I don't like that.
Who else you got? Well, if Fandango returns, though, you have the Fashion Police.
All right, they win.
Yeah,
that's it. They win. That's it. Fashion Police come back and they win.
Yeah, so a lot of things going on. Again, watch definitely SmackDown. Daniel Bryan versus AJ was a fantastic match. I did like the Halloween match between the New Day and
that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
the entrance with the Brood. Don't forget that.
Yes, don't forget that. That was amazing.
Big E as Gangrel spitting the syrup out, the red syrup.
Yeah, man. That was amazing. I think that was my highlight. That was like one of my big highlights this week.
The highlight for me for that whole skit though was the people dressed in black with the little red lights on the floor.
Yeah.
As the fire that they were supposed to come out of. Oh my god, that was so stupid. I love that.
New Day, the fact that New Day did the whole intro and then it went to the Brewers theme, that was freaking dope.
It was amazing.
So kudos to the New Day. That was awesome. That was a kick-ass entrance.
The only cool thing would have been if Gangrel had come out.
Yeah,
I've seen he's at least in shape, so he wouldn't be a mess if he came out.
Yeah, so that's good. But it was nice seeing that they tribute because last year they did the Three Faces of Godfather.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that. That was actually pretty cool too. Yeah.
So I like the fact they play around with Halloween.
Oh, did you see the picture this year? I think there was a Halloween party and Godfather was there.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. That was funny. I think he was that's just Papa Shango. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Definitely watch that Matt Hardy Halloween special on network. It's actually quite entertaining.
Okay, gotcha.
It was really funny. It has a lot of old guys, a lot of new guys, and it's just a
that's where it was.
Yeah,
it was that. Yes, on the special.
Yeah, definitely watch that.
Can I give a shout out to Catherine Kelly? She's got a cooking show now.
Oh, cool.
That cool online show where she she takes a superstar and she does something. She did one with Boogeyman.
Okay.
Like they made some type of treat, I think.
That was on that show.
Oh, it was on the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, nice. So apparently they're breaking off those things for segments for her.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. Cool. I like Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, she's a underrated superhero. Like she's on NXT, she's still doing the internet stuff. Like she's a superhero.
I like her kind of like how I like Renee Young. I think she's very versatile in how she deals with things, and she's very fun. She's very friendly too.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I want to get into the PWI top 100. Just the fact that this cast is gonna go kind of long, so let's get into that next. So PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, they do a top 500 wrestlers of every year. They did their female one recently this week. Last week, year number one wrestler in their countdown was Asuka.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but she was also undefeated that year too.
This is true.
The good times of Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
We miss you, Asuka. I do like her tag team with Naomi though.
Yeah, I like that they're having so much fun.
Yeah, and the fact that they do a lot of tag moves and stuff like that is actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, the PWI women's count list. We're gonna just name the top 30, and we'll talk about the ones we want to change and ones that should not be at the number they are. So I'll run through the list, and we could go from there. Just stop me when you want to say something,
Okay.
and we'll go. So number one, and also the featured cover person of this magazine is Ronda Rousey.
Boo. Now let's stop the list right here.
So
I got some questions on how do you get to number one? Do you have to just be holding the belt when they make the list?
no, it's more about draw and attention you bring to the company and things like that.
So, okay, that said, Ronda Rousey has only been there active since what, April? No, March.
Since Mania.
No, she's only had a match in at Mania, but she was there a little before that. They set everything up.
Yeah.
So, what this PWI list wants me to believe from the time it starts, which apparently is in October of 2017, from that time until now, that Ronda is the biggest draw in all of women and all of wrestling in only 6 months.
Bullshit.
Meanwhile, nothing else has stopped. Charlotte still a boss. Alexa still a boss. Becky, the immense transformation. Like, are you serious? Carmella, with her, like her getting her skills up to par, like to be the women's champ, like all that in that time. Asuka, they had a WrestleMania match. Come on, like the one that people are calling, some people would call like one of the best women's wrestling match championship matches. Not my favorite, but whatever. Like more than just me are saying stuff like that about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So what?
Yeah.
Number one, she's had, because like you said, she hasn't had that many matches. It's like period.
She hasn't earned that spot yet, and that's one thing that bothers me with it. Like I feel like she has not earned that spot yet.
So it just feels like I don't understand what this list even means, because who is she? What is this draw? This draw the only thing that counts? Because it seems skewed for some of the wrestlers.
So even in the men's side, we had the same problems as well, with Brock Lesnar being so high as well on this list.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. So apparently you don't have to wrestle. You just have to be the one that's talked about the most and everything. That's apparently it.
I guess so.
And if that's the qualifier for number one, then I really don't like the list, period.
This list is doo-doo. I'm not crazy about the list. I just want to like have a touch face on it.
No. We can go at it.
So I'm gonna say the top 31, because there's one person on that top 31 I want to say that belongs higher.
Definitely.
So we got number one, Ronda Rousey. Number two, Alexa Bliss, which I'll say she should be number one.
I think so. In a year's worth of time, yeah. All the stuff that she's done, all the accomplishments, and all the just being entertaining this entire time. Not to mention, we know she's selling merch up the yin yang. We know she's on like the runways. We know she's at premieres. We know she's doing events. Like, she's out there.
Yeah.
So what?
And she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, this is true. But also, don't forget, like, just keep going, because there's another person in that list that's bugging me.
Number 3, Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Io Shirai. Number 5, Asuka. Number 6, Shayna Baszler. Number 7, Carmella. Number 8,
I have a problem.
Jess.
Hold on. I have a problem with Shayna Baszler being so high up. Not because I don't like her or anything like that. It's just like, again, she's not visible at all.
Yeah.
If you don't watch NXT, odds are you don't know who she is.
Yeah.
So how is she so high on this list?
I honestly, I don't know why she's higher than Kairi Sane.
I don't know why she's higher than Nia Jax.
Yeah.
what? You know, like my whole thing is like, how do they quantify who gets so high up on this list? Because if it was draw, Nia Jax would be like number 3 or 4.
I'll say she'll be in 5.
But I'm saying draw for the wrestling business
Yeah.
and being on TV and being on talk shows. Shayna Baszler doesn't do talk shows. Come on, doesn't do interviews like out with outside press, and she's not as visible. So I'm just really trying so hard to understand. And she has the NXT belt, not the main roster belt,
Yeah.
which also makes me go, what?
But then again, Asuka was number 1 with the NXT title.
Oh, whatever, man. So this list is biased as fuck.
So, all right.
This
so
list is biased as fuck. Go ahead, please.
Number 8, Nia Jax. Number 9, Mio Atawadi.
Oh, Iwatani? Yeah.
Number 10, Kairi Sane. Number 11, Becky Lynch, which I say Becky Lynch should be number 2.
Oh, my Lord. She should be number 2.
Number 12, Simu Sakaki.
Sumi Sakai. She's RH.
Okay. Si Young is 13.
Okay.
14 is Sasha Banks. 15 is Tessa Blanchard. I'll say Tessa Blanchard should be within the 10.
I think so as well. She's done a hell of a lot to elevate the women's division, and was it Impact?
Yeah, and she's doing really good things in Impact Wrestling.
I did see the pay-per-view. I saw Bound for Glory. That was actually a really good match.
Number 6, Ali. Ali.
No, Ali.
Yeah. 17, Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Number 18,
Kagetsu.
Kagetsu.
That's how you say it, but I don't know who she is.
I don't know who she is either. Number 19, Toni Storm, which I will say she should be
higher. Oh, Lord. She should be 10.
Yeah.
Bump Kairi Sane up, change those names around. She should be like number 10.
Yeah. Natalya, number 20.
In my honest opinion, Natalya should be higher up. She should be higher than Sasha. She's been in higher profile matches than Sasha in a while.
I'll say she should be within the 15.
Mm-hmm.
Ember Moon, same thing. Ember Moon, 21.
I agree.
I'll say a little higher. Rosemary, up 22. I'll say she's fine where she's at.
I think she should be top 20 because she's one of those wrestlers that we know who she is.
But the one thing that hurts her is she was injured half that year.
Really? That injury was that long?
Yeah,
damn.
She was out for a bit. So I would say her 22 fits her right now.
Okay.
Lucio?
Who's that? I don't know.
I don't know who that is. That's 23. Nikki Cross, 24. Just for her whole shit with NXT, I'll put her in the top 4.
I would too. But also, like, she's been super visible across mediums because she's been doing that. And again, why is Shayna Baszler so high on this list?
All right. So one thing
with
one thing with Nikki Cross is that she hasn't really been on TV a lot during this year. She just started getting back on TV again. She'll be on TV for a couple of weeks and then you won't see her for a while. So I could see her being in this number.
I guess so, but I'm just saying she had a hell of an impact.
25, Naomi.
I think she'd be higher up.
26, Nicole Savoy.
Oh, Savoy.
Savoy, yeah.
Yeah, I know who she is.
27, Charlie Morgan. 28, Chris Wolf.
Okay.
29, Mercedes Martinez.
Okay.
Number 30 is Dakota Kai.
And
number 31 is Ruby Riott.
I think Ruby Riott should be in the high teens.
Yeah. So there's a few right here that I see if in the top 40 that I'll put higher.
Okay, go ahead.
And that's Mia Yim, Tyra Valkyrie.
I agree. Tyra Valkyrie, yeah, I agree.
Hiro Masatoro.
Okay.
And Sarah Logan.
Okay. Well, then I say Mickie James, and like we just got through praising her for
Mickie James, 42.
Yeah, I think she should be higher up on that list.
There's one called Jordan Grace. She's just to Impact. She's gonna have. I say she'll be higher in this list next year.
Okay. Dana Purrazzo's 49.
Yeah, Dana Purrazzo's 49. Liv Morgan's 53. Rhea Ripley 63.
63. Yeah.
Emma 64.
Manny Rose is 69.
Yo, did
Somebody
you?
pointed that out.
All right. So did you see Emma? She put a picture of the disease she
Oh yeah,
has.
yeah. You showed. You put it in that thing for the
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yes. Send a lot of love for Emma. That's sad. Yeah, Manny Rose 69.
I've
Sorry.
actually known somebody who's had that thing that she had, the disease that she has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be rough, but it's manageable.
Yeah.
It's just
So
it's
I
gonna
just
take
hope for
some
the
time.
best. Iconics. Peyton Royce is 92.
Nice. Well, at least they made the list, right?
Is Billy Kay on this list?
Oh, wait a second. No, she's
No.
not.
All right. So
Hey, hold on. Do you agree that Bianca Belair should be so low on this list because she has been consistently on TV and she's undefeated? I'm just saying.
but she hasn't had that big profile match yet.
Okay, I'm just asking.
So I will say I would put her higher, but I won't put her like
I
she'll
wouldn't put her
probably
in the top
be
20 or anything. I was just saying,
she'll
like,
probably be in the 50s.
okay, I see.
Just the fact that yeah, she's been wrestling, she'd be like that, but she hasn't had that big out like she hasn't had that NXT takeover match yet.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So she hasn't had that high profile match yet.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be one thing I'll say about that. I say it's fair. I'll say maybe in the 50s, 60s.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll say Peyton Royce and Billy Kay should be higher just because they're characters on TV and they make themselves more of a visible characters just because their promos are wise.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I disagree with number one. I'll say Ronda maybe top 20.
Yeah.
But not number one.
Nope. I don't. It doesn't make that much sense.
I will have Alexa number one, Becky number two, Charlotte number three, Io Shirai stay four. I'll put Nia Jax at five. I'll put Asuka at six. I'll keep Carmella at seven. I'll put Tessa Blanchard at 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put Sasha Banks in number 15. I'll bring Natalie up to number 10. I'll bring Toni Storm to number 9. I'll bring Ember Moon to number 11. Damn, I forgot about Kairi Sane though. Kairi Sane goes higher.
Yeah, she was champion everything.
Yeah. But I don't see Ronda being number one in this one. I say Alexa. Honestly, throughout the year, through the months that they judge by, I say Alexa was the biggest draw.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna judge by the standards, I don't even know how their thing works. But I would change this list around. I would go 1 is Alexa Bliss. 2 would have to be 2. I think realistically would be Charlotte.
Yeah.
3 would be Becky. 4 would be I like Asuka, but she has had a poo-poo year.
Yeah.
4 would be Carmella. 5 would be like I'm looking through this and I'm like, I don't know how good Io Shirai's year was, but I would put she would be number 5. She would be go down from 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got 4 more. I put Nia Jax at 6. I'd put Tessa Blanchard at 7. No. I would put Kairi Sane at 7. Tessa Blanchard is 8. Let's see. I have 2 more.
Yeah.
I would put Toni Storm as 9. And I'm trying to think who's like been super high up there. I would put Ronda Rousey as 10. There you go. Like a realistic, yes, we'll have to take some of these people who have just their names to go on, not their actual wrestling skills or how many matches they've had in a year, not how many championships they had, just how out there in your face they've been. That would be my list.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So that's our little talk about of the PWI top 100 list. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they go by it, but it's doo-doo.
Yeah, it's very just one-sided. You can tell it's a list of favorites or they're purely picking the money star first.
Yeah.
It seems like a list of the people that earn the most money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, it's like these are mostly champs in the top 10, obviously. I don't take that away from anybody because that's what's important in the business. You're champion, right?
Yeah.
But as for the people whose popularity has gone through the roof, Becky Lynch, get the fuck number 11. Like she like this whole I was telling you earlier, most of this year was her year because meanwhile we did have that big Charlotte Flair Oscar match, but she was going on undefeated. Becky Lynch was just whooping ass.
Yeah.
Until she got the belt.
Yeah.
So does you not winning for long periods of time count for anything?
I don't know.
That's the whole thing. I don't understand.
Oh, we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Follow us on all our social medias: Red Cycle Inc., Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, WordPress, YouTube, and Mark with the Mic on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wrestling Babble Facebook page.
No excuses.
Yes, follow everything that we like. We appreciate it. Also, please like and subscribe on our SoundCloud and YouTube. It gives us help on getting more stuff out there for you guys. And comment.
Yeah, please, say something.
Yeah, say something.
Say something more than just something disrespectful. Yes. Please add to the conversation.
Yes.
Don't just like you listen to it.
Don't just write "Gulo"
or just "you suck." Just fucking say something about what you heard, man.
Have an opinion.
There you go.
And have a discussion.
Please.
Yes.
We're not savages.
Exactly. Sometimes. Yeah, stay tuned for a Guest by Swear podcast. We got some Red Dead talk and a lot of other news from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
No Waluigi. No, thank you.
Bullshit. Peace out, laters, and have yourself a good day.
Peace.